Hello everyone and welcome to how to do the basics of Redstone. So it's pretty simple, well I guess it's kind of simple. So it's pretty much just common sense, so you can't use 4 source blocks and you'll understand what I mean by that soon. So you can't use glass, glowstone, stairs, half slabs, leaves, chicken, chests and ice. So what you can use though, which I've just grabbed out the basics of what most people use, but most blocks you can use for a source block. So what I mean by a source block is that you have it connected like this to another block and it turns on and off. So the current is running through this block, which is then signaling the torch. So that can turn this on and off. See how this torch is not connected onto the block, therefore it's not affected by it at all. So what most people you would use is stones, cobblestone, bricks, any type of bricks, wool, you know if you want to be real fancy, you would use gold, you can use any types of dirt, so you can use that type, grass, that's normally dirt, and coarse dirt. You can also use any coloured wool, it doesn't make a difference. Also got dispensers and droppers, which is also, you can use, which is the current source for redstone. Since this is 1.8, you can place levers and buttons on top like this. You don't have to do that, you can put them onto the side like this and on the ground, or if you want to put it in a hole and hide it, you can do that. I mean, you can pretty much put them anywhere now. So as I showed you all this already, so you just turn the switch on, this doesn't get affected, but this torch will, and it'll turn the redstone lamp on. Now this is pretty basic, you got a switch, you got redstone, you got a lamp, turn it on, it stays on. But if you get a button, let me just go get a button. If you get a button, break this, put this down here, you press it and it'll only go for a small amount of time. So it won't be constant like a lever would, or if you get rid of this and you just put a torch down, you see how it's constantly like that. So yeah, so the button will just do a couple of seconds, Next is, I think it's called like a clockwork or something, I'm not entirely sure what it's called, but these are repeaters, and these are really handy. You can only, when you get a big, if you're making like this massive thing with the redstone, and you're just like, you get to like 15 blocks or more, the redstone will run out of electricity, basically is what redstone is. So it'll run out of liveliness once you've turned it on. I'll see if I can get to that stage. See how it died right here? So if you have a repeater, I gotta go get a repeater, and if you place it down, it'll carry the current. So it would carry it on. So every 15 blocks, I tend to do it less than that, like about 10 blocks is what I normally do, and it should work fine. So yeah, that's fine. Right, so this is back to the clockwork. So you want to follow the arrows on the repeaters, like even in my texture pack, but all of them will have arrows pointing which way they go. So you can change it to like speeds, like so, whatever one you want it on. I'm going to have these on 2, that's what I mostly do. And to turn this on, see there's no switch is needed, no nothing is needed, all you need is a torch, and you just place it down and break the torch, and it will carry the current going around, because it's going around in a circle. You can also hook this up to more than just one, by just getting it, placing it, and then placing it down, and so you'll carry on to more than one. So yeah, that's pretty simple stuff. Next is this. So this might look really, really complicated, but it's just showing what the redstone and the repeaters are different to each other. So you see how the redstone, it gets this block, that block, and it all lights them up. See how there's 2 power sources here? They're going to go down to this one's, which is why these are extended. But on this side, it's repeaters. So the only block that it can activate is the one it is facing, which is this lamp right there. but it won't do anything to these or this one or that one. Neither will this. Next is the torches. See how if it's placed on the block, it'll do the block it's next to or around. So it's not going to do the block that it's touching. Likewise on the other way. It'll do this one, but not the one it's touching. Oops, fell down. Also, see how you got the redstone torch? It will light up this because it is next to it. This one will go through this block, which is going to carry the current, and it will light this block up. So it's pretty simple stuff. It looks really complicated. I know it kind of made it look complicated because I packed it all into one, but it's pretty simple. Next is pretty basic. So you got mine track, I mean, and you can move it, you know, change it. It's yeah. I mean, it's good to know. Also with doors, you can have them. See how it's the redstone goes through this block. So you got the lever on this side. So the current will go through this block here, through the redstone to the door. So this will open the door. With this, it'll also open the door, and same with this. But if you had a lever that was there, here, it's not going to do anything to the door because it's not connected onto any type of redstone or current for it to take. Next is this. It looks pretty complicated, but it's really good if you do like Skyblock or Sky Island, whichever you want to call it. So I'll basically show you how you do it. So I'll just break this. So you need just a normal piston, which is just like that. You get a repeater, you face the repeater towards, see the arrows on it? Face it towards the piston. Next, you need to make a circle. So that's pretty simple. I mean, you can't make circles, but you can do the best you can in Minecraft. So you'll do this there, facing this way. This here, facing that way. This here, facing around and around. So see how it's going in a circle shape. So next, in every corner, you place redstone, so it connects them all up. Oh, I know what I did. I forgot to set it down because otherwise it's going too fast for it. There we go. Right, that took a little while. So basically it'll push the pistons all the way around. I mean, the piston, it'll push the piston to push the cobblestone, but it can only get to so much, so it can only get to this long. So if you break these away, it'll keep pushing until it gets back to the number that it was at. Which is pretty easy, you know, for if you're doing like anything that you need this for. So like I said, Skyblock or any kind of survival like that. It really does help. You know, it's quicker, etc, etc. So I'll go turn this off just so it's less laggy for me. Next is you can use redstone to activate note blocks. So all you do is kind of turn it on. Yeah, this is pretty boring. You can do some pretty cool things with it. This is not really my area of it, but yeah. So, oops. So every note block will make a different sound depending on what it's on. See how this is on dirt, sand, cobblestone, and oak wood plank. All you do is you just gotta, you know, smack it with your right. See how it makes different noises. So that is how people make songs during Minecraft. I mean, that is really hard, so props to those people. So yeah, next is sticky pistons and pistons. So with sticky pistons, they pretty much grab hold onto anything that is directly next to them. So it can be, you know, anything. And then you just flick it on, it'll push them forward, turn it off, and it'll bring it back. So that's how most people would make like trapdoors and everything. That is for a different episode. This is just the basics, so you know kind of what to do, you know. Next is so you got sticky pistons, which will have the slime. So you need to put slime on a piston, basically. The slime ball. And then you've got a normal piston. So this, if I put thank you, cobble, and then hook this up, then push that, it'll push it forward, and if I turn it off, it won't bring it back. So that's the difference between sticky pistons and a normal piston. A sticky pistons, obviously it's sticky, so it will grab hold to anything that's in front of it. So if you try to hook these up while they're right next to each other like this, it's not going to work. You see how none of this is connected straight on to the block. So if I turn this on right now, it's not going to do nothing. So you need it to either be like that and have them separated, or you just get a repeater and you put them facing towards the block, so the arrow is facing, then hook them up with a redstone, turn it on, and then they'll both turn on at the same time. Same thing with a sticky piston, facing towards it, redstone connected like this, and then turn it on and it'll work. Which is, you know, pretty basic stuff. So this is just so you can see that oh, sorry, it's turned off. Blonde. So redstone can also go up blocks like so. See how it goes up in the staircase. Turn this on and it'll turn this on. These ones are already been turned on. So by turning the switch down here, it's going to turn them off. So this kind of looks really complicated with the torches, but honestly it's not that hard. So you just turn it on and off. You have the torch, which is turned off. And you have the torch that's turned on, so the current is going through them, all the way up, straight to the top torch, and there you go. Same thing happens here, but this is a little bit more of a different pattern. So it kind of goes zigzaggy, and if I turn this off, I didn't turn it off, but you get the gist. Oh, it's because it didn't register. Oh well. Next is this one. So this just goes up, you know, in a circle, spiral, whatever you want to call it, pattern with the redstone, and then turn it on, it's gonna turn on, turn it off, it's gonna turn off. So if you didn't understand what I meant by the can't think of what it's called. But the power block, so the source blocks, I'll quickly show you now. So you got dirt, cobblestone, wool, you know, this. So I'll just quickly place these down. Oops. And so you just need a torch. Oops, not this, and redstone. And we'll hook it up to a door. So you just torches on either side. You kind of put them kind of anywhere you want. Get a lever. This will turn it off. As you see, it's turned them off where these ones are still on. But leave these are faced up. These two are faced up, so they're still on, and these two are faced down, so they are off. Then just get some redstone, connect it to whatever you kind of want it to be connected to. I'm just going to use a door because it's kind of the first thing I grabbed. I might use an iron door just so you see that works for iron doors. There we go. It's like it didn't do anything. And then, yeah, so it turns off, on, or open, close in this case. Open, close, open, close. So this basically, the power is going through the block to the torch. That's kind of the easiest way to say it. So yeah, so you can do anything really with redstone. So you got the flicking of the lights. You can do this where it goes around and it brings the blocks all the way out, which is good for the sky blocks. You got sticky pistons. I mean, you can make stairs, you can make anything. But that is for the advanced. So I'll see you guys in the advanced, which will be up in a couple of weeks. So I'd like to thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed and you actually learned something, because I'm not the best at redstone, but I do try. So yeah, don't forget that these are the source blocks, and these will not do anything for you. They will not help you at all. You can also use full-on slabs, so if you get 2 slabs together, which I forgot to mention, I'm sorry, and you do that, that's also going to count as a source block, so that is fine. You just can't use half a slab like this. It's not going to do anything, okay? Just a reminder, and hopefully I'll see you guys later. Bye!